Alright. Something. Yeah. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, we were actually ordering some Go board for the school sorry, the school Go tournament, top three. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Mhm. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, now we're back on track. 2 weeks. Ah, yeah, your tournament plus I was sick. Mm, mm. Can't hear Miko. Okay, some error. Yes.
Okay, you didn't even hear me. So many problems. I'm sorry. We were yeah, I was just explaining we were ordering boards, Go boards with Jeff, and that messed up everything. So apparently that also messed up my mic. But yeah, now you can hear me. Yeah. Uh,
Yeah.
it was a little bit like a messy start, but now we're
Yeah.
here. Yeah, we haven't been streaming for 2 weeks, and yeah, one was that I was at my parents, and there was also a tournament there, and the other one was that Jeff was sick, and Jeff is still a little bit sick,
Yeah.
so we are streaming offline, or I mean online, so not in the same place.
Right.
And yeah, I'm also going to my parents next week, but on Saturday. So the next Friday is going to be the last one before Christmas break. And yeah, we had a tournament in the city that I'm from originally, and I managed to win the tournament, even though I well, I beat the strongest player there and lost to the weakest of my opponents that I had there. The first round I somehow played already the strongest player, and the last round was against the weakest that I played. 1Q, who is not 1Q. Come on, one run is even probably not enough. And you may know him here. He is our moderator, Segu. He has been he has been training a lot, so yeah, I I don't know what happened in that game. It's probably also because of well, one thing is that when I beat Gus, I have such a pressure to play the other games well, so I don't play normally there. Yeah, Seiko is finished. Also, yeah. So for some reason it is very hard for me to play normally when I have to perform, and I guess that's for most of us, but some of us just get the pressure more than others. So yeah. But yeah, that happened 2 weeks ago in Oulu.
Yeah.
And yeah, now this week we have finished championship, as someone was already asking if we are going to cover them in real time. That maybe. I hope that we are also going to see the player from Oulu, the one that I beat at the Fordham, who is actually now uh, chasing 5-dan rank finally, because he has had like 5-dan cores for a long time, I guess, also, or at least very close.
Yeah.
And he clearly has the like level. He has the like strength of 5-dan, I would say, at least when he was active, more active than now. So now he's the first time he's like actually playing outside of Oulu for like well, not the first time outside of Oulu, but the first time at least in Finnish championship in Sarja. So I really hope that he's doing well there. And today is the first game of that tournament. So the game is starting in half an hour. So at least the first game we cannot see that one. But maybe if they have already played long enough, we can see if the second game could be like in real time reviewing the Finnish championship game. And probably next week we could also see like if you have some interesting games from there, we can also review. But yeah, I've been talking a lot. How's Jeff and chat?
I was sick, but I was never very sick. It's just I need to cancel a few days work in Go, but I still go to school every day just to visit Moscow, and the rest kind of normal. And I had some of the, I don't even call it medicine. I just go to the pharmacy and I can directly buy those. I don't need a subscription from doctor. And I just got something from my colleague. Yeah, what my colleague has recommended. And now I'm 95% fine, I think.
Nice.
Yeah, I still cough and my nose is still, it doesn't feel completely right, but yeah, I'm not affected. On Sunday, I'm going to go to the Children's Go Club. I expect that there I don't need the mask on anymore. Yeah. So that's just my past 2 weeks. Yeah, other than that, I'm not sure if there's anything weird. Yeah, maybe one thing worth to mention is that somehow recently my mind is not in Go. I watch more World Cup.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So you ask me what is going on in World Cup, I can tell you. If you ask me what is going on in Go, I barely know about the Grand Slam result. I watch a little bit, but not much.
Yeah, and it has been very interesting World Cup also.
Yeah,
many surprises. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even watch football that much like alone. I watch it with my dad, but like yeah. But I've been like also like been interested in those results, like Argentina losing and stuff like that. So yeah, it's been very like shocking. Yeah, and everyone is sick. I'm sorry, Klaus, to hear that also. And yeah, Fredda Mateus sounds like a game that we want to see.
Oh, okay, really? Okay.
I mean, those two are like strong players that we don't usually comment on. So like that could be like
that's true. Game. That's true. My only question here about Grand Slam game is I have no idea how much it is covered in the EGF channel because as I know, Inso is the one who has commented about those games. So yeah, that's something I do not know.
Yeah, yeah, but if chat is like if chat wants that one to be covered, then yeah, that one wasn't covered. Oh, okay, that's nice.
That one wasn't covered.
That's very surprising. Like that's the like strongest game there or something. Why?
That's probably the strongest pair. I wouldn't say.
I will know strongest pair. Yeah, not the game itself. I don't know anything about the game. I haven't seen it.
A little bit. What a little is weird, but you know when there's my parents playing, it's always weird.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can do that, or we can have. If you have other options, we can put the votes. But we are already quite late, so we can also just pick that one and see.
Okay, but on that game, I will need our viewers help because I don't know the link.
So EGF covered Tangi, Andre, Pavel, Artem. Okay.
They covered all the pro ones, not the amateur ones. I see.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
They were gonna regret about that because there is a good chance the winner will be an amateur, not a pro.
Yeah, Freda is quite surprising, like name now, like because he hasn't been active and now he's just back and beating everyone.
Yeah. He played decent Go. Yeah.
So yeah, there's the link to the game also.
Yeah, I've just downloaded the game. Freda's Go, in general, you wouldn't find too many clear errors. Not too many. So it's it's very similar to Lucan.
Yeah.
That's probably the reason why Lucan play against him and Lucan has difficulty because Lucan is the same style, but Freda has a lot more practicing. A lot more because Freda is playing online all the time. Lucan just play in tournament. Let's say once in a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna upload the game.
Yeah. Okay. So Freda plays online Pavel and Tanki.
Yeah.
That's good that he gets to play like with
also Ben. Yeah, Ben and Pavel. I mean, yeah, those guys they are playing online all the time.
Yeah. Just Blitz, but well, at least Blitz is like good training for like European tournaments because they are also half Blitz. Yeah, they are way too fast.
You know what you can see is he's playing Blitz. Yeah, there's something you can't see. He played Blitz that much already, and think about how much time he spent on Go. Yeah, that's something I don't believe. Lucan can actually compare. I mean, Lucan has a lot of teaching work because he needs the income in Go, and Freda doesn't really need the income from Go. Yeah.
Okay, so we can hop in. And now I remember that I also didn't check the next scene. Is it going to break? Ah, no. But Jeff is missing. Okay. I have to put you on here too. Jeff's cam. Yep. There you are. Let's put it like that so it moves a little bit. Yeah, that's good. And then we also need to change the names and the tournament. So the tournament is Grand Slam.
Grand Slam 2022.
2022. Short name for once. Yeah,
well, the whole name is the Seagull Grand Slam 2022. I guess we don't mention the sponsor here.
Yeah. Then black player is Mateus Surma. So OP. Good to see Surma also like playing.
Yeah, he rarely play anywhere. Yeah. Yeah, 6-10. He's 6-10, okay. Oh,
that's fair.
He's still 6-10. Yeah, it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right.
Yeah,
but okay.
It doesn't. Yeah. Well, it's 6-10 like you. Doesn't feel right.
Yeah. Probably. Well, he performs stronger than me. I have to admit, he performs stronger than me. Okay, yeah, let's see the game here. All right. Well, there's Mateo here. The game will definitely gonna be interesting. Let's see.
Surma only plays Grand Slam because of the 10,000 euros for the champion.
Okay. But then he will be very sad, right? Because now he will gonna get something. I don't know how much, 500?
Yeah. Well, at least something. Yeah,
If
maybe
you
after
compare
this
it.
Grand Slam, Fredda might be 7. Yeah, yeah.
What is his Fred current rating? Yeah, it depends on rating, I guess.
Well, he will get a lot also, like, yeah, well, a lot and a lot. With that, but with that rating, you don't get like
If
that
he's
much from one victory.
like 26, 35 or more after the Grand Slam, I believe he will gonna get 7. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Let's see it again.
Yeah.
I saw some part.
He was close before the loss at Swedish Championship. Ah, yeah, because he lost there. That's bad.
He lost to Charlie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. I remember we have talked about that in our channel. That was also a strange game.
Yeah, I'm sure also like Kösse, who is playing the the 4-dan, who is chasing the 5-dan now. He didn't mind to lose a tournament to me, but he very much minded to losing the course, especially now when he's chasing the 5-dan and like he lost like some 10 cores to me, and I gave them directly to Seku. Like, I didn't get anything. Like it was exactly the same course that I got from Gus. I gave to Seku, so I didn't get anything from there.
Yeah. Okay, kind of an opening. Both are happy.
Yeah, cores are meant to spread around. Usually it is that Kösse is the one who like gets all the cores to Oulu. Like he's just sitting there and waiting that all the other players go to outside of Oulu and get some cores and lose to Kösse, so Kösse gets the cores. But now Kösse lost some games, so now he has to go outside and get the 5-dan finally.
All those kind of high stuff and give one solid. Yeah, that's why I'm saying this is the opening and they are both happy. Because Fred like this kind of solid stuff, and Mator like this kind of big stuff. Yeah. Okay.
It's a little bit weird to see like that kind of like a high approach and do not pincher me move and then play like low like that, but I get that, but like
I don't think that's a problem. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so not a problem, but yeah, but like just feels weird.
Okay, starting from here, I can feel some tense. Now white goes back.
And still go to pawn. Okay.
Okay, it's a little bit strange here. Black has those two stone in short of liberty, and black refuse to fix. Normal feeling here is black fix.
Yeah.
I can also fix by doing something very direct or straightforward. This is also kind of like a way to fix. But rarely anyone will gonna tanuki without fixing it. Yeah, black shape here is actually problematic. So if I were black, I will fix. Okay, but white first need to answer top right. Okay. He's very territorial. You normally here the feeling is connect. And then black take. And actually white wouldn't block on the right side. White will actually probably in this case attack the top. Yeah, I can see this is probably something more normal. But Fred's concern is that he probably worried about black turn and he will gonna lose the right side territory. So that's why my comment is he's very territorial. Here again, normally people will actually prefer this one and still get to attack. Yeah, that's to me something more important. But Fred, I just want to keep the territory. Yeah, so you can see here the rest is similar. He just want to emphasize he need to get this spot. Yeah. Actually, not impossible. It's just one move slower. So black, we're gonna take care of the top. The rest is fine.
Black have time for this?
I don't think Black does care about if he has time. Oh, wait a moment. Because Miko, when you speak like this, you are saying you care about time. And I feel similar to yours. I do care about time. But this Black, I'm not sure if he does.
Yeah, true.
What is up to next? I don't even understand him. I guess to most people here, it should be like jump, connect, and live like this.
Yeah.
This is one option. This is my leading option because this one we're going to emphasize about the cutting point at P14. The other one I don't like it, but it is like this. Like this, the cutting point is not serious, so I don't like this version. But they are the two normal versions.
Right.
And when Black here cut, he doesn't care about time because time is actually about his life. He doesn't care about the quality of his life. He just care about the quality of White life. His own life, he doesn't care. That's my understanding. But what he's up to, I still don't understand. What just answer? Yeah, just answer. What he's up to?
Jump is better than Descent. Well, it takes eyes from White and gives eyes for Black. Better than the Descent. So
if this one and this, I mean, on the top side, there's this honey. I mean, Black hardly get a lot of eye shape here because of the existence of cutting point. So, for example, White has this peep.
Yeah.
So this jump technically give a better eye shape.
Yeah, and also takes White's eye space. So.
Yeah. So this so to me the jump is a relatively more natural one than the Nobi. For the other words, let's imagine. Sorry, this shape exists. Does Black prefer A or B? That is a question. If you play a move now, I prefer B. Of course, if I can choose, I might actually choose even this one, but I don't think I can get it. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I can't. Yeah, this one happens when you die.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, if I don't have that game.
The sound is a little bit bad now, but yeah, we got it.
Doesn't like a good plan at all. Yeah, what Black is trying hard to press White to make White life difficult when his own life is not in a better shape.
Yeah. This is Surma. He has no problems.
He always do like this.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do this. I 100% wouldn't do this because once again, White just need to answer. Yeah, okay, White answered in my second choice way, which is still possible because I can't see how can Black continue. White just need to survive. And then Black or corner in the corner, Black or move on the top side, and now Black create a third group here. I'm not with this Black because Black cannot capture anything. As long as Black cannot capture anything, just look at how much he's suffering.
Yeah.
To me, Black, that cut is crazy. I disagree with the cut. But after he cut, he has to do something like this.
There could be some nice ladder breaker move also, like around F5 or something. Or E4 or...
Yeah, but to White, nothing dies in this area. As long as White leaves everything, Black is one stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, to me, White did nothing wrong.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so here he squeezed first and then just take care of himself. Yes, very logical. Black, I mean, let's look at Freda's game. I remember Freda's game from European Championship. It's always like this. He does nothing. He just do maintenance, and the opponent is doing something for him.
Yeah. Yeah. Surma is one that knows how to do something.
Yeah. So sure. Yeah. So Surma might be the one that Freda liked the most.
Yeah. Jeff's audio is bad at times. We are very sorry about that. We do not. Probably nothing we can do about it at the moment. Connection is just bad, probably. So.
Okay, I guess we can just continue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Tell me if it is too bad that our viewers cannot really hear me clearly. Then
Yeah. Then we just wait and get it better. So yeah.
right. Okay.
At the moment, it's good.
How can this black turn? Yeah, I mean, how can black expect this thing can turn out to be anything good just by how it look like? This is guaranteed to be disaster, right? It's actually black didn't do anything else wrong, but black determined I'm gonna create a third group. When the two other groups are not cared.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only problem. Too bad is simple.
Yeah, but that is a big problem also.
Mm.
Yeah, looks quite terrible.
Terrible, yes. I mean, it probably can hardly go worse than this.
Yeah. Yeah. Why did it even try to attack? Like White had an option there, like we were like saying that White could just attack. Now White got kind of like a bolt. He got some territory there, and he also got the attack. So.
And black saying those stones are in Shelter of Liberty is my target. Is that a problem when black those two stones is in this kind of Shelter of Liberty? I don't think that's a problem. So once again, White just need to answer. Yeah, White just need to answer. And black keep emphasizing, this is not your attacking. Oh, black White played Atari. Okay, I expect White to jump. Yeah, shape-wise, it's more natural to jump. Atari, he needs to fix after. Yeah, but Fred's way to play Go, he's pressing the bottom down, so to make sure bottom wouldn't be too big a territory. Yeah, his goal is he always emphasizes, for example, territory. Yeah. Yeah, this is a very difficult fight to black. Very difficult.
Yeah.
White is not gonna die. We already know. Will black die? Let's see. Yeah, this is kind of the worst kind of story we can possibly expect.
Is there already some kind of a? No. The shape is just so awful.
Yeah, White just plays the simplest move.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Once again, as White, I will just answer. I nod. Yeah, and he nodded. And I just answer. Yeah, White just need to answer everything. And the question is, what the hell is this top side?
Yeah.
And not talking about the top right corner.
True. Yeah, black didn't even answer the top right, and he didn't get top either. And his middle group is like this.
Right from the top, he made a group he himself. He did cut off White outside group, in which White outside group is strong like this. And he didn't care. Yeah, his right side group he has just created, has 0 eye. He's running, and his corner group is not cared. His top side group is not cared. So what he's doing?
Yeah, this is good example of what happens when you don't care for your groups.
Yeah, this is a typical example of paying huge effort to make yourself into deep trouble. People paying huge effort to actually manage the trouble or be away from trouble. Here, black is paying huge effort to put himself into deep trouble.
Yeah.
It's just the cut and his following idea, nothing else. If you say did he do anything else wrong? No, nothing. But this is big. Yeah, this is bad enough. And if you say did White do anything brilliant, I don't think so. White is just answering.
Yeah.
Not saying White did anything bad. Okay, I'm not saying here White this game White played bad. White doesn't need to play too well. White just need to answer, and then White can actually automatically win the game. Yeah, similar as I think Fred's game in European Championship. Yeah, White. Fred. Yeah, this White doesn't need to do anything. Okay, so black is claiming, I'm gonna take care of my group, and the top side is not yours. He's once again trying to create trouble. But he's not connected himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the one next move is very obvious. White also, okay, I thought white were gonna separate.
Yeah, I was looking at
Yeah,
that
but
too.
Yeah. White also black is a little bit happy, right? Yeah, this one is obvious.
Well,
and black is all
still
connected. I think facing to the shoulder, black can get this one. Black is okay, at least. Then he goes for the corner.
Okay. Well, this feels like a success for black, kinda.
Yeah, it feels like a success for black. To me here, this push is passive.
Yeah.
But it also could be white feels too good. I actually kind of agree white feels too good here. So white doesn't feel like he need to do too much. So his base, my top left corner is under pressure. I take care of that corner by playing those moves. And then my top side group is under pressure. I take care of that group as well. He's just doing maintenance and puts the game forward. You may say it's not optimal, but he's playing in the way to manage his lead.
And he's probably right. He's still leading, so yeah.
He's definitely here. Yeah, he's definitely good. I just do not know how good. It's definitely good. Probably, you ask me, at this point, 15, 20 points good.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. It should be about right. My feeling is 15, 20 points good because black did very extraordinary here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. So black corner is just dead. Yeah, let's say here, yeah, white did it very accurately. So because this one, then he was gonna throw in and then do this, and then the shortage of liberty, the connection can be a problem. So white, this move is accurate. And the black is supposed to cut. Well, cut as you want. Doesn't matter. You're gonna lose the race here. Yeah.
Right.
How does black continue this game? Kill the top left? Just because of his one huge overplay, this game is kind of like dead already.
Yeah.
I can't figure out any way to win here. Yeah, there's no way to win. Either you kill the top left corner, which is impossible, or you kill the center, which is also impossible.
Yeah, center is also so strong.
Yeah, I don't know how to win this. He went for killing the top left corner. Okay.
Yeah. You're killing, so.
Yeah, this is pretty annoying. But yeah, white black need to be annoying.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for reminding me. So the center has a Q9 available, but the Q9 black can just sacrifice the other dumpling.
Yeah.
Q9 is not a very safe one. I'm not sure Q9 is. So Q9 we cannot count it as a white connection. Yeah. Yeah, well, but it doesn't matter because killing either one is white a huge dream anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, after recently I watched football, I noticed we need to have some dream. Without those miracles, we're not going to happen. But here, this is too big a dream to even imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is too big a dream. I don't think either of them is doable. But let's see.
But not just. Well, I was also thinking, but yeah, you can get this one in center. So okay, go on. Like, just don't care about the 3 stones, but he can even care about the 3 stones. So yeah.
Let me think here. Give me a moment. So black, this one is gambling, and white doesn't want to gamble. Yeah, here. Because white could have chosen the way to kill this corner, but white didn't. White could have chosen like this, and then black will gonna probably make trouble like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and white doesn't want to take this kind of risk, so white would rather just let him live. But black leave like this, yeah, but black dragon is not alive. It's still pretty good to white, okay? Yeah, sure. Initially, I thought black leave the corner like this is pretty unfair to white, but yeah, black is still in deep trouble.
Your corner wasn't that big anyway because it was kind of like open.
Yeah, as long as white managed everything to live, I can't see how black will gonna win this.
And now black got the corner like in Kote anyway, so white can get center.
Black insists on getting everything by ignoring his dragon. How can his dragon survive like this? Isn't this ridiculous?
Good question.
Yeah, everyone will gonna go for it like this. Okay, very cautious. White is being extremely cautious. What even put here? I thought white will at least start from this one.
Yeah.
He's very cautious. He doesn't even want to take any risk. Okay. What is this? Oh my god.
Wow, really?
Okay, then black has already redone the game. I guess I say like this, black has already redone the game, right?
And what is this even? Like
I don't know how much step code I can kill your center. That's the only explanation. I don't know how many step code and he think I can kill your center. And if I can kill your
because,
center.
Yeah, because corner can even live with like N19, so like center is like
yeah, so that would be, I don't know how many step code and he's claiming with that how many step code I can kill your center. That's how he spoke. Yeah, so this is pretty desperate.
Yeah. How do you answer this?
Yeah, so white, once again, you can see white policy is very clear. I'm playing cautiously and I'm doing nothing. I just wait. Yeah. So in third game, he just play like this. Yeah, that's the perfect timing. That's a perfect.
Yeah. He takes it.
Now black admit he cannot really do anything there. Okay, then I'm just gonna cut. What? Wait. I thought white were just gonna cut. This is huge, and also give a lifeline to the center. This one.
What is this exchange even? Like what is J17 and what is this? And
17 because he has admitted earlier that code doesn't work. So he's coming back to I need to at least manage my center group to live, right? His huge group. So he played J17 is very logical because that's reverse, isn't it? And that's about his own eye shape. That's understandable.
Yeah, okay.
Well, okay. Here is a little bit weird, but it doesn't need this.
Yeah.
And the black is challenging about what? I just answer yes. Take the code back. I don't get it. Of course, white cut. I don't want to cut anyway. He's really saying. Okay, never mind. This game is over. Start.
Yeah, sound is bad. We cannot hear anything.
Okay.
Let's wait a little bit. Now it should be good.
Should be okay?
Yeah, so repeat.
Yeah, I just said this game is basically finished starting from the moment when on top right corner black cut. That unreasonable way of handling the top right corner situation. Starting from that moment, this game is already done.
Yeah.
You can't be that unreasonable.
Yeah, exactly that moment when I was like, do you have time for this? Create the third group there and like you still have like top and top right.
how black can possibly expect he cut there, make a third group, and the opponent just need to leave, and he still expect, okay, I'm gonna make enough trouble for you, and I can win the game starting from there.
Yeah.
I don't know how did he judge about that situation. It sounds insane.
Yeah.
Sorry to say that, but I guess that's also the case to our viewer here, right? It sounds insane, that logic, but he decided to do that. Mateusz was a pretty sensitive player about the board, about the situation. But my feeling is, just as many of our viewers have mentioned, he only played Grand Slam, which means one tournament per year. If he doesn't play any kind of quality game or let's say competition elsewhere, I'm wondering how sensitive he is about, let's say, the lines of doing things reasonably, or what is the line of being reasonable.
Well, this feels like a game that I played against Segu. I mean, I wonder if Mateusz is also that kind of player that like pressure of doing well affects his game. So he's like overdoing everything, and
sure.
like he's just like playing insane. Like because Segu probably didn't do that much against me in that game. I just destroyed myself because I was playing like that I have to do well, and like so that cut and everything like that, it feels like that kind of like a plan, like well, I have to do well because I'm pro and I'm like not playing that much, and I have to like show something. I don't know, those stupid thoughts that I
like
have
that.
also, like so that kind of like a mental effect on the game, like that he has to like do well.
That could be, but there's also it could be because he's lacking of let's say this level of competition. Because I used to be this kind of player myself. That when I do not have many strong students, then I just play teaching game with those students that are not strong enough, and I'm already used to like bullying them. Yeah, you may say. Yeah, and then when I playing competition, my natural reaction is I should bully them, but that was playing against my those student or student level that I can bully them. At this level, that's impossible, and so that actually gave me a lot of trouble at the time. Now that I do not do like that anymore, it's mainly because I have a strong students, and with those students, I try to bully them. They will immediately punish me. So I need to play very carefully to be rational, or to be reasonable. Yeah, and Mateusz, he doesn't really play in those in this level competition. And I know he does teach, but also not many students. At my best knowledge, it could easily be like he had this kind of a teacher's habit.
Yeah, that could be also.
Yeah. So that is something I'm thinking about, because Black this is just way too unreasonable. Yeah. White just need to answer. Yeah, you can see. Okay, here White even takes the call. Black need to play two other moves here. This is a call for Seki. And White already take the call.
Call for Seki. Yeah.
What is this? Not even sure if White need to answer this. Okay. I'm very curious about if White can cut, because I feel like to cut it. If I were White, I will probably cut it, because to me then the game is finished. White didn't cut it?
But can you?
Okay, if White cut it, what's going on?
An Atarian cut.
This one? And cut, then the whole center is dead. The whole black center is dead. This is doable? The whole black center is dead. I don't think black want to do this. But then he worry about this one, the push and some sort of liberty race? Or what? I mean, I don't see anything in the center. Is this a liberty race? To me, it's pretty clear black is finished.
Yeah.
That's why I'm very tempted to just cut.
So,
Very
yeah.
tempted. Yeah, so I will definitely do it. I don't know how Fred I just hold his breath to connect here. I mean, probably he can do like this to win.
Yeah.
But you know, I cannot hold it. I was definitely gonna go for it.
Yeah.
Not he just take the call. Yeah, he's Fred. I say I'm winning by a lot. Let's just make sure nothing is changed. I don't need to kill you. You also don't kill me. Let's just move on.
Yeah.
That's his language. I got it. I just don't think that's necessary. Yeah, white can actually win much quicker.
Mm-hmm.
What? Ah, what? Let's put that. Okay, what's wrong? I take the call. What's wrong? Tell me what's wrong if I take the call. This one and the cut or what? It doesn't work, right? I can just cut the tail. I don't see any problem. Maybe here. Okay, Atari here, capture, black connect this one, maybe. Oh, black connect. No, black need to connect this one. Cut
So
from
then
here.
can, yeah, Atari and
Probably I just get out like this. He might worry about okay, this kind of stuff, and so that group is difficult to die. Actually, how can that group die? Black need to do this. And then we are gonna have something else that is interesting for black. White definitely played way too cautious, unnecessarily.
Yeah.
Very unnecessarily. I mean, here white has just numerous way to finish the game. And white, oh my god.
This is something.
So white really doesn't want to take any risk. White just want to win this game, and he doesn't care.
Mm.
Oh god, he's extremely cautious. But then the consequence, I think, is black. We're gonna live.
Chat is like, am I on drugs? Did someone spike my tea? Yeah.
But I think like this, black will at least survive. Yeah, I think black has a very good chance to just survive. Yeah, black will gonna take this eye. Yeah, white just plays super cautious. Is black alive? Give me a sec. Black is basically alive, yes. Because white cannot really spend all the. Yeah, technically, black can do this one, push, take away the eye here, something like this. And this one you can see here, this is gradually already impossible, right? So you take all your own liberty, you are dead yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like this, actually, white granted black living, in which black 100% doesn't deserve.
Yeah.
But I don't think white care.
Nope.
Oh, he didn't play this one. Yeah, white doesn't care. White is just a play.
Yeah.
Why the last move is clearly a mistake. But let me see. So black, that top right corner is basically dead, all dead. I can't see black try to win that call. The top left corner is not alive. That dumpling is captured, and those 5 stones can be captured.
Yeah, the push was mistake, right? Or
yeah, push was clearly a mistake. Question here is how much trouble what is in some sort of trouble here? Question is how much trouble what is in? I don't think what is in a big trouble because the requirement for what in this entire area at the bottom is low. What doesn't need to make everything live? What does need to leave something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I roughly counted here. To me, what I need to achieve is very low here, consider the whole board situation. Yeah. Okay, easy. Yeah, white, as long as white doesn't try to manage everything to leave white wins. So this move need to be flexible, like that, something like this. Yeah, I'll play something like this. He did. Oh, okay, fine.
Okay, yeah.
Fine. Yeah, so again, it's similar. Yeah, he knows very clearly about his task. As long as he play like this, he cannot lose.
Yeah.
I still want to complain. White played way too cautious. White could have finished this game probably at least 50 moves ago. And now I can see this game we're gonna have another 50 moves at least. Yeah, but there's no problem for his living. Yeah, there is this much space, and black in the center has some trouble, so there's no problem for white to live at all.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
White black is trying hard to make trouble, but he cannot. He need to go back now. Yes.
Trouble.
Not really. I'm just gonna capture. Yeah, he white didn't do that. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's see. So black is trying to say, he can somehow kill this group or what? Actually, white doesn't need to be that cautious. White can block. This group has zero chance to die. Right? Just by how it look like you know black. Yeah, white here is easily alive.
But the other way is also like keeping the connection to outside, right? And I guess.
Oh, you mean you attack from here?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what he did.
Yeah, because that will be a double attack there.
Yeah, okay, also very true. Okay, but you know here this ship without thinking I'm gonna attack this up because what he has claimed is ridiculous.
Yeah, right.
What he has claimed here is ridiculous, and to me it's not so difficult. But yeah, why the whole policy is I'm winning the game. I want to be super cautious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It's still understandable. And the black giving. Okay. Then this is done. Then why are you still playing?
Well, okay. Yeah. Black gets a little bit more, but like, yeah, white saved enough.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
White accommodated more than what he need. No, just need to play.
Yeah.
No, just need to play. And what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna capture something. Is capture this corner bigger? He didn't do this, so he captured this thing. The corner.
Neither. Corner first. No.
This thing. Wait.
Can he enter the bottom row somehow? No.
No, he can't. I played all the big moves possible already. Don't tell me he played this one. God, this is what he did. Okay, understandable. This is the most boring one, but he thinks like this. The game is completely finished. I actually agree.
Yeah, sure.
But it's also boring. But I have a difficulty to play this boring. This call is nothing. Yeah, you can't lose that call.
Yeah.
But he just wants to
but he has Miai on both those big ones, the top left.
Yeah, that's also true. Yeah, that's also true. Yeah. I mean, yeah, this game is too easy to watch.
Yeah, so now he will take the other one. Yeah.
He also take this one, yes. Yeah, it's also true that all those big moves I have pointed out, they are roughly all equal.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. And black still playing? For what?
There is something like this?
I don't think so. He just want to get points. I see.
Yeah.
He's playing endgame. Okay.
Yeah, that's nice.
But you know, from a viewer's point of view, this game is very boring. There wasn't a single moment we say this game it can be interesting. Black might win the game. No, absolutely not. White didn't even give space for this kind of imagination. Right? Because White just said as long as there's something to read, I'm not gonna enter there. I will just play the safe one. At least here, I think here as a commentator, I probably read slightly more than he did.
Yeah.
He didn't even enter that because he want to make sure he doesn't misread at all.
Or white will surely win. There's a few moves still, but like I guess black
How
even
come I don't lose
resigns.
this one?
Black probably resigns very soon. Like here. Yeah.
This is kind of like here. Okay, this is how I describe it. Let's say this game is one person's life.
Yeah.
One day in primary school, I accidentally murdered my classmate. I was in jail for the rest of my life. You are honestly to be in jail for the rest of your life. Why?
Yeah.
Why are you doing this? This is something we should ask. We should ask this black player. Why can't you just in primary school do something the normal primary school student does?
Yeah. Don't murder your classmates.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see this is move 47. And in the end, it's 241. So it's like after that move, the rest nearly 200 moves. Black is in jail.
Yeah.
Black doesn't have a normal life.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
But we also need to praise this. Praise Freda. Yeah, this white player. He didn't even give Black any chance to dream. I seriously appreciate that because that's probably the right way as a tournament player or a competitor who fights for victory.
Yeah.
It is necessary. Like my way to play is kind of like, hey, this one we must be able to kill. I don't care if in the end I might have a chance to lose. I don't even care. I just gonna go for justice because, to be fair, this white deserves to die. That's my way to play Go. But his way is probably right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just win the game.
Yeah. It's boring, but yeah. I mean that's the way to play tournament. And that's actually even I call it professional.
Yeah. And I wish I could do it, but it's way too boring.
I cannot do it. I definitely cannot do it. Yeah. But this way, in case if Freda will gonna play next year in the pro qualification, that will gonna make him a real pro.
Yeah.
Earlier, I was in a private chat with Miko, and before we stream, and I was actually talking about this. I was talking about in case if Freda will gonna play next year in the pro qualification, I can't see how my student can stop him. Yeah, this performance is definitely decent. I appreciate. Yeah. All right. A little bit boring as a viewer in our channel, but this is a really good performance.
Is Lukan your student? Well, do you count as a student?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, because at least when it comes down to pro qualification, we are working together for sure. Yes, but if we want to actually beat Freda, we need something special for the pro qualification.
So even for Lukan. Even for
Lukan. Lukan already lost. Yeah, Freda has already beat Lukan twice. One in the European Championships, the other one in this tournament. Yeah, already twice. So we need to work on it. Luckily, after European Championship and this tournament, finally we have some of his games that we can actually check out. But I hope some of his opponents will gonna give him harder time than this. For example, in this game, what did we have learned about Freda? About how to actually manage against him? Nothing. Because he didn't do anything. Yeah, at least the opponent need to actually give him some difficulty, and then we're gonna see in which kind of board situation he will gonna have a difficulty. This kind of game means nothing.
Yeah, that is a good question. But Lukan also plays do nothing Go. Is Frederick even do or nothinger?
Sorry.
Well, they both have similar style, but probably Frederick. I mean, Fred just I don't know, has some kind of like advantage style-wise.
I
still.
think in relatively complicated situation, Freda probably managed better. In relatively complicated situation.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
would imagine the strength like on average is similar, but like
Yeah.
yeah.
It will definitely gonna be a tough battle if it will be Luka against Freda.
Yeah.
Mm.
Battle of wits.
Yeah, and I should also add Oscar into this picture here, but Oscar need to first concentrate more on goal. Recently, he's
Yeah.
putting his concentration somewhere else.
Right.
Yeah, that's why he had already qualified to play the Grand Slam, and he refused to enter in the end.
Mm.
Yeah, Miko definitely has remembered how active Oscar was in our channel when we were streaming.
Yeah.
Nowadays, he's rarely here. His concentration is somewhere else. I understand him, but yeah, the reality is he's concentrating somewhere else. Just like me, my concentration is also somewhere else.
Yeah. My concentration has been also somewhere else. So even though I have been playing tournaments now, but like yeah.
That's basically everything about this game then. So next game will be Fred against Artem.
Yeah.
Is that Fred Artem? If it's a Fred Artem, it can be extremely interesting. So we can actually see can Fred also overcome that level. That is basically top of Europe.
Yeah.
And also we may see what kind of difficulty he may have in his games, because if Fred with particle.
Fred about
yeah, similar, fine, it's similar. Yeah, what kind of difficulty he might actually be in at this level game. If this level player cannot really give him any difficulty, well, in Europe, who else?
Yeah. So it's so weird. Fred just came from like I know he has been playing online, but like kind of like out of blue. The tournaments.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think on April, I was the one who actually suddenly show up in tournament as well. But I think I need to admit, Freda has a clearly stronger performance than mine. Yeah. But okay, that's basically everything about this game then, and we should talk about the next one. And again, I'm gonna have some mana. Should I have mana? I'm not sure.
Where is the Finnish championship? I don't.
Finnish championship should be on ODS. Yeah, I see it is Vesa Oli cursor with yes. So yes, the game is there.
Nice.
It is there.
So
actually 2 games I'm interested. One game is about our player from Oulu. The other one is actually Oli Ervela is my student.
Where did you find it?
Login to go to ODS, and they give the notification.
Because I just went to like Suomigo, but they didn't have anything there.
Yeah, you definitely need to get in the main page of ODS.
Right. Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Mana. 47 moves, 40 moves. Okay, kind of doable.
And they are playing quite fast at the moment, so.
Okay. Let me give the link to our viewers first.
Yeah, so chat, are you interested in watching the Finnish championship game live?
Yeah, interested. Yeah, if you are interested, we may actually talk about one of them. But yeah, so the 2 games.
Yeah, actually, we can do 2 games at the same time, like because if we have like slow games, then we can have like both at the same time.
Sure. Shall we do that? Shall I do that? Yeah, if so, then we can actually I don't know how to imagine like this, because like this is, can we download the game, or we can still download the SDF, but it will not, we're gonna be incomplete. or we may show the most.
Can we edit like or show some like variations on OGS? Is it possible?
I don't know, because I'm not very familiar with the ODS, those kind of edit stuff. So yeah, that's why I'm seriously not familiar with.
Yeah, I can at least show the game from OGS on my small board.
Yeah.
And then like, well, if you want, you can like or is it for? Oh, there is download SGF, so like you can.
Yeah,
you
maybe.
can do that
Okay, Mikko, let's go to our viewers' point first. Guys, do you want us to talk about the two games from Finnish Championship, or do you have other preference?
Yeah.
We want to know about your preference.
Yeah, because Finnish Championship is going at the moment right now. So that would be like a live commentary. And
the other alternative is Jonas with Dusan. Okay, that sounds interesting as well. Yes, because yeah, especially Jonas won the game. That's also true. Okay, so we have Andre Palko. Okay, I guess we need to vote, Mikko. Yeah, it's not up to us. We need to vote.
Yeah, sure. Maybe then maybe other first, then check Finnish games when you have played more. When they have played more. Well, I don't think we are going to have a third game today because we also so we only have either Finnish Championship or some other games, but we can vote on that. So
let's say we have three possibilities: Finnish Championship, Jonas Dusan, Andre Palko.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Martin suggested Andre Palko, even though Inso has talked about it, but which Jonas? I think in Europe there's in general one Jonas. In general, I'm not gonna play down other Jonas, but in general that's one Jonas. Yeah, let's put them into vote, and then I'm gonna get someone.
So Finnish Championship and
Jonas Dusan.
Jonas.
And then Andre Palko.
Okay.
Or maybe Andre with Pavel. Sorry, yeah, Pavel is his nickname.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, Martin, that's okay. We're gonna put that into vote. I didn't see the Inso lecture either.
So yeah, now the voting is on, and it's
please vote
in that direction.
Yeah.
On top of the chat. So yes, vote for your preference on this one.
Please.
First one is Finnish Championship that is ongoing at the moment. And then the two others are already played in Grand Slam, right?
Yep. In Grand Slam, yeah. Yeah, let's vote, and we have nearly 30 people. I expect a relatively good turnout.
Why am I not playing in Finnish Championship? I played the qualification, but I didn't qualify, so that's why. But guy from Oulu, the same city that I was in, and I'm originally from, and the player who I beat it in the in the tournament like just 2 weeks ago, he's playing there, and we are rooting for him to play well there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I root for him and my student. Okay, please vote. The turnout here is a little bit off. Please
Yeah, so vote. Vote.
Yeah.
There's only like 10 votes in at the
Yeah.
moment. So
Yeah. So that's too low in comparison to the total number of viewers. You just
Yes.
need to actually move your mouse a little bit and make a single click. That's all what is required.
Yeah, then you can then you can continue doing whatever you are doing.
Yeah. Please make the vote. Thank you.
Actually 3 clicks? Ah, shit. Okay. Yeah, you have to open the poll and then you have to click the option and then click
And
the
auto
vote.
vote. Yeah.
Yeah. Ah, shit. Yeah, 3 clicks is too much. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but still please vote and we can still put the turnout a little bit better. Yeah, this current turnout, I don't like it still. We need at least over 50%. Please, come on. Please.
Last seconds. They have like, I don't know, 10 seconds or so.
Yeah, please. Oh, God.
No,
Please
no,
vote.
no. Now
Please,
it's even.
more vote is
Last
necessary.
one, last
More
one,
vote is
last one.
necessary.
Vote. No. Chat.
All right, no, vote again.
So vote again and just drop the Finnish championship from there. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, the majority doesn't want to finish the championship. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It seems. Yeah. Okay. Fine.
Wait, we don't need to do that anymore.
Wait. Somebody. Okay. Jonas came. Okay.
Okay,
Thank you,
easy.
Diluum. Thank you.
Thanks. All right.
For solving it
Jonas
for
came.
us. Okay, so Jonas. Yeah.
Okay, let me see one moment. Yeah, once again, I will need the link. Please give me the link.
I don't have it. Chat, do you have a link to that game?
Yeah, anyone can give us the link of Jonas game, please? Oh my God, really? South Korea beat Portugal? Come on.
What?
I hate it.
More surprises?
And South Korea qualifies.
South Korea qualifies over Portugal?
No. Portugal qualify and South Korea qualify.
Okay. Yeah, South Korea.
But South Korea beat Portugal is all right.
But yeah, South Korea. Wow. Good for South Korea, I guess. Okay, now we have the link. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, thanks. Okay.
Japan defeated Spain.
yeah, that was yesterday. That was a miracle happened last night. Yes.
Yeah, there has been many miracles in this one. Like this is like a third round of a tournament on Saturday. The whole tournament. The whole tournament.
That means the A team win this tournament overall.
I don't know. Yeah. This World Cup has been very interesting.
Yeah,
a lot of popcorn to eat. Favorite teams at this stage tend to lose very easily because they don't need to win and pressure their players instead.
Yeah. I understand, but still, don't lose to South Korea. It's a shame.
Yeah.
I mean, at least if I'm the Portuguese player, just for pride, I can't lose that game.
Yeah, and it also kind of like if you lose to a weaker player, then it kind of like affects your mood or like spirit.
Yeah.
So
definitely. Yeah.
That shouldn't.
Okay.
Happen.
Yeah, but Miko, you can join me and let's type the information and I'm gonna get some mana.
Yeah. So still Grand Slam and black player is Jonas Sexton. Same rank as Fredda. This is weird. Because I feel like those have like a big
difference.
Yeah.
We'll see. They might play each other in the final. They might.
They're very different kind of players also, so that final could be very nice.
Unlikely, but there is a chance.
Yeah.
Unlikely. Yeah, I wouldn't say very unlikely. I would say unlikely.
Yeah.
And
well,
yeah, so
you forgot the rank 7.
yep, yeah. Okay, then let's enter the break.
Yeah. So here's the compilation for last year, and see you in 3 minutes.
Yep.
What?
My life, nothing special. I just had some interesting time with bird in the past few nights. And then several birds come over and they basically speak to me and lead me the way. And what?
Good description of us. Mikko is some random dude. Oh, Jeff is some strong random dude.
Decent, capture, and haha, you're not alive as a whole.
Together they are funny random dudes.
This is not fun.
I was the kid who wanted to have candy,
Okay.
and you were like, no. We just had candy yesterday. Like a train, like choo-choo.
You build a tree in your yard. Why is that?
Problem, officer? You have to build like 2 walls and a hat.
I'm a strong man. I'm the best in the world.
You take it or go home and sleep.
Huh?
Can you hear the music here? The music is basically one tone. Not alive, not alive.
Okay. Be aggressive. Be aggressive.
Oh my god.
Born to be one.
Du hast mich gefragt.
Yeah, but
Donation goal going on. Donation for Antti.
we can do this, huh?
Yeah, it's there. Go Jam, hype. We have a special guest, Antti Törmänen, famous from Do You Want to Be a Millionaire question in Finland.
What is the meaning of life? I'm not a strong chess player or anything. I don't even know that much about chess. What? I have no idea what's going on here. Cockroach is not living, it's not dying.
I think there's some cool story, huh?
Definitely some cool story.
Coast story.
The ghost story.
Scary?
You only take down the edge, so the main cake remain.
When you cannot get all of the cake, but you want to get as much as possible, then you just grab it from the middle.
Yeah, exactly. You go from the edge.
Just take a spoon and like stick right in the middle and just start eating.
Just for our viewers, when Antti said realistically, that has nothing to do with this game.
Just this? I'm just...
Cut me, please.
Huh?
And he does. Just do it. But those cartridges were amazing. Do you have the 5? Or do you have to resign?
Do you want to happily lose a game or sadly win a game?
Oh my god.
Oh no. And 5 first?
No, come on. What? Oh gosh.
Like, yeah, delicious is normal, right?
Yeah,
that's not-
delicious. Yeah.
Very.
Delicious.
So I would say it's extremely delicious.
I think even the Japanese say it, just oishi, oishi.
What is the opposite then?
The taste is fine.
Disgusting. This Portuguese street is disgusting. Where's my pizza? Yeah, where's the pizza? I checked my pizza behind the door. It wasn't still there. We talked about AI. We talked about food. My pizza which didn't come.
I don't know how you manage to have a lot of fun.
It annoys me that there's a fruit fly and I bet it knows. It knows that I'm doing something that I cannot kill it.
It's dead, huh?
Got it. And we are back. And Jeff is probably eating mana. Shouldn't take too much time. There was a point in time yesterday at which the table was Japan, Costa Rica, Spain, and Germany. Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, I guess will I be in time for the finals to see them with my dad? How long is the World Cup going on? Anyone has any idea? World Cup final. Yeah, I will be. Yeah, it will take that long. So yeah, I will be there already like next Saturday. So I will see some final games. That's nice. I can see them with my dad. Because I have a problem like nowadays. Like, should I not buy TV anymore? Because I have been like I have now like as my second screen I have a like old 32-inch TV, but this gets quite old and it takes probably a lot of electricity also, and electricity is like very expensive now. So I was thinking of like and it's quite big. It has like those big borders because it's kind of like a 10 or 15 years old or something. So like I would like to have some kind of like a screen that is not taking that much space. Like I could have like even bigger screen or TV like with the same amount of stuff on my table, because like it's like it has such a like thick borders. So yeah, anyway, there are multiple reasons that I would like to have like a new screen. But do I want screen or do I want TV? That's a question. Because if I have no TV, then I cannot watch like anything from TV. But I'm not watching that much TV anyway. Like maybe like Eurovisions and like some, I don't know, like once in a year or a few times a year I could like watch TV. So does it matter? Should I just skip and buy another screen and take this TV somewhere? I could save this TV also for like that reason, that if I ever watch TV. But yeah, make chat vote on the matter. Yeah, decide if I want to have a screen or TV. But yeah, because other like a factor on this is that like I would like to have a like 32-inch or similar size at least like 4K screen, and somehow 32 is like way too small on TV nowadays. Like they don't make 40 they don't make 32 inch 4K TVs. There is probably like one or two, but like they don't even sell it on like the like normal stores here, like that I could just go and buy one. Because the 32 inches are only like HD, so like 1080. And like if it's 32-inch and it's only HD, it is quite big. Like the resolution is just so small, so that everything looks so big there. Like it's very stretched. Can I still use the window vote then? I mean, you already right yeah. Window vote on the screen. Yeah, sure. If I would ever do that. But yeah, so it's weird that like you can have like even like very small screens, like not TVs but only like computer screens, like 27 or even smaller. You can have like 4K or even 8K, but you don't have like TVs with 32. So you have to go like 42. There's nothing between. Like there's like either it's 32 or 42, and 42 is already like quite big for a second screen. It's kind of like a, well, way too big. You don't have that kind of computer screen. So yeah, if I want 4K, it would have to be probably the TVs. I mean the normal computer screen. So then, like, yeah, why am I even thinking about this? Like, is it a problem? Should I even like not watch TV anymore? It's kind of like also, I don't know. The like Finnish like system is also that you have to pay taxes for TV anyway, even if you're not watching it. So I would like to have an option for that, but yeah. I have 22 8 screens plus 42 TV connected to computer. Yeah, that could be also that I have like 3 screens, but then it's way too much. I don't have table space for that. Because also like I have like that back wall there, like I have a like widescreen that is like 4K like projector, and it is way big. So like I don't need like a bigger TV also on top of that. So your main screen is 4K, yeah. TV mounted to a wall, yeah, that could be. But I have like I have projector, 4K projector, and like a widescreen, like I don't know the inches because widescreens don't have like inches. They just take the width and height, but like I mean it's kind of like a 100 inch or something. so it is big enough, but I don't have TV on that. It's only like Apple TV. I could also like get some kind of like some kind of thing for put there, so I could watch TV with my projector. That could be, but I have to look into that. That would be a solution. Then I could have like just 2 screens and then the projector as a TV. But okay, yeah, I have to look into that. I guess Jeff is ready, so
Yep.
we can move on to the next game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's look into this game. This game, I have totally no idea. The last game, I at least know something. This game, I have totally no idea. Yeah, last game, I know something because they were, I think in NGD channel earlier, a few hours earlier, at least they were talking about it.
Yeah.
I mean, that game, yeah, Freda with Mateus, they were talking about this game. I really don't know what happened. I heard Siren say, that's all what I know.
Okay.
Yeah, they were talking about Jonas plays Siren say. I don't know anything else. Yeah, so I know the start is Siren say.
Interesting.
Yeah, okay, yeah, let's see what happened in this game. Okay.
Yep.
Sorry, I need to adjust some windows. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Sandro J. Who would have thought? Ah, okay. Yeah. Right.
Okay, a little bit odd, but okay. Odd.
Yeah.
Okay. Just the corner, okay.
Okay.
Ah. Wait, Black doesn't fix this thing? Okay. And why doesn't push and cut? If I were, because this attack is painful, but I don't think it's comparable to this cut.
Ah, so that cut is usually like protected by just connecting, or?
Yeah, Black need to connect right away. How is it possible? I mean, here, what calculation is this one? And I get a push and a Black. So, okay, I know what they are thinking about, so I push here. Then White has no choice but to push.
Ah, so Black was like, I will play this one as Sentes first, and then.
Yeah, Black fully White.
And White answered.
Yeah, that's not the White. No choice but to fight again.
Yeah, but he didn't do this, so like he probably answered. Yeah. So Black got the connection there. Ah, no, he continued. The sound is very bad at the moment. We can hear barely anything.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I got it a bit.
Or is it actually like when you speak loud, it just cuts off or something?
Okay. I'm just saying that this is ridiculous. White cannot be bullied like this. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, probably Discord like just updated something, and now it like bullies your loud voice or something. I don't know. That could be. Because every time I say it, like it's bad, and you stop speaking so loudly, it gets better. So I don't know. Could be.
I've been bullying White from the very start.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know that normally black need to connect, and black is trying to say, I'm not gonna play normal, so what?
Yeah.
Yeah, remind me. Yeah, I mean, like 2 days ago or yesterday, probably 2 days. Yeah, 2 days ago, I rewatched 17 again. That movie. That is
Seven?
17 again. That movie is called 17 again.
17 again or seven? What?
17 again.
17 again.
Yeah.
Wait.
You haven't watched that one? 17 again.
Like some 2000 like teenage movie or something? What?
You can say teenager movie, sure.
I mean,
yeah, you got it. Not those. Yeah, I'm searching for those movies that is proper for kids. Now you get me.
yeah, this one. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Zac Efron and yeah.
But I checked the age rating of that movie, and it says it recommended for kids 13 plus or something.
Yeah.
Even that movie is not proper for those kids who are starting with me nowadays.
Yeah, that was okay. Like I have seen this, but
yeah,
it is a good movie. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in that movie, there's captain of the basketball team. Yeah, he's trying to bully one of the kids in the high school. And then I think I remember Zac Efron just came. No, you don't do this. And then that captain, I did. So what? That was better like this, right? It's like the same. Yeah. White should definitely push and cut to punish. Not to punish become harder. Still white should push and cut. But I need to admit now it's harder.
Yeah.
And white still refuse to. Actually trying to find some as your point of view, kids movie that is suitable for 10-year-old, but I can't find any.
You can't find any?
I don't. I mean, I mean those movies I have watched before, and it is and those movies I like have the good meaning and it's suitable for 10-year-old. I don't find any.
Wow, I can recommend many.
Okay, that's probably we can leave it for later after we talk about this game. Then.
Yeah. Chat, recommend your best like a movie for a 10-year-old. And
it has the good meaning behind it. So it's good education, let's say. Okay. Yeah, white just refuse to take any action against the card. With this tendency, that card will no longer be an issue. Okay. Well, this move has to be done, Lister, right? This move is way too big.
Yeah.
Okay, but I wouldn't say white is bad. It's just white didn't punish black. In total. Okay. Yeah, you think black only needs to bully. Black doesn't know anything else about it. This one white has no choice, right? White now has to do this. Okay? At least white fight against it for once.
Yeah, well, Exorcist is like that kind of a old horror movie, so it has lost kind of like a. Probably kids have seen worse nowadays. It was very spooky when it came out, but like I feel like kids have seen worse than that. So, but 6 is quite young to see Exorcist.
I'm just saying, I have watched some movies. To me, they have a good meaning, but you know, all those movies has something. For example, a little bit, let's say, sex related. Does it matter?
I mean, if you take any, for example, Disney movie, they usually have like some kind of a meaning, and they are like for kids. So Toy Story is a good one.
Yeah, but okay.
And there are some newer ones also from Disney too. But yeah, we can talk about that later.
Yes. Oh yeah, why that came? To me, why should clearly came? Because white has a stone there, so the cut doesn't exist. Yeah, white intentionally push from behind, and this give black good shape. Yeah, black can jump here. Yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, this push doesn't look right. This one should be came.
Yeah.
But in general, yeah, black destroyed white territory, but it's not anything to be proud of, because the black, his own whole board structure is also destroyed.
I just realized that I didn't post Discord at all this time. Should I even do it anymore? Because it's way too late.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do like whoops kind of thing.
It's yeah, what direction is in general, right? What? Well, this game is a competition of personality. It's not a competition about the goal. It's blacks trying to bully and white endure. To me, endure is the wrong way against the bullying. But that's white attitude.
Yep. I posted to Discord now.
What? I guess you can't do this.
If anyone didn't come yet.
Okay. Why to answer this one? I can't see why to answer this one. Give me a moment. So far, yeah, white is once again is actually nothing special. It's just white hasn't punished black yet at all. Okay, yeah. So he answered. Black is a little bit too comfortable. Black is a little bit too comfortable. Yeah, so this one I totally disagree. This one is not considered as white played a move.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in other words, after this exchange, and black just leaves without any question, then black gained. Or black's trying to bully white, black succeeded.
Yeah.
So at least now this one, why can't white just answer in a normal way? You play a move, I also play a move. So yeah, and inside, yeah, you can guess that you're fine. You keep guessing. At least you don't give black an excuse. Okay, now this is turn I have gained. Now I can just take care of my inside group.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What? No, I can't accept this. White is still defending. Why white defend this?
For G6, I feel like white already played quite slack. They're still in the much better spot regardless.
Yeah, but the white not take this kind of attitude to play. I agree with Niels about the total board position, because black is not. Black just bullying. Black doesn't know what he's bullying for, but black is bullying.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the white cannot they endure all the time. Yeah, he's here once again enduring. He's basically saying, here black has a peep, and black may come to attack me. Well, then you have already showed yourself. Yeah, then yeah, just go towards the center. At least this. Do not touch the opponent one single stone, because you worry.
Yeah.
Okay. Black lobby. What? Oh, black doesn't honey. Why black doesn't honey? Because of the cut. So you just do this one, and you're not happy. Yeah, to me, black no reason not to honey. What is Nobby? Okay. Yeah, this push is also odd. This push is heavy.
Maybe because black thought after white answers, black has to answer again. Black has to answer again, and then he will have no send. Because black thought after white answers, black has to answer again.
What does that mean? I don't get it.
Yeah.
No, because black thought after white answers, black has to answer again, and then he will have no select. I don't understand. I'm sorry. I still don't. I read it again already. What is select? I mean here, I'm not so sure why Sunday is in this context.
Nobi over Hane. Maybe he thought he got bigger chances of Sende after Nobi.
Nobi itself is Gote already. White doesn't need to continue. White did continue, but White doesn't have to continue. So that's definitely not the logic. I'm just saying that's definitely not.
Yeah, usually Hane is the one that gives more kind of like a that you have to answer.
No, okay. So here, those two don't become heavier, and White has already taken care of his group. Actually, here there's a better chance White actually invade here to separate. Yeah. It is White who chose the cautious way. He doesn't have to. And if we honey here, Nobi, and then for example Black Tiger, like this black shape is much stronger. Here we need to understand the fact that White is not. I mean, this might be the case for both players that White is under attack. Black is thinking that way. Very, very likely White is thinking that way as well. That's just simply not true. And if we say we give score on this one, and we say White need to continue, just like as a player is shown, then that becomes the truth. So White is under attack. Yeah. But here, at least now White is definitely not under attack with this way to answer. So yeah, this stone is simply captured. What is this? This honey is just giving away something.
So this honey is probably the reason why he did this.
Did what? You mean the push?
I mean the Nobi. I mean, he was looking at it, he can do that.
Of course, yeah, that's definitely his reasoning. But that stone is only an assistant for White to settle the group.
Yeah.
I don't think that's important. But here he runs this one. Doesn't look right. But yeah, Jonas did this. I'm not surprised, but this doesn't look right. Yeah, not like we're gonna continue this. What?
So
I don't get it. Yeah. So yeah, what is the black doing? Starting from the honey and everything. I don't get it. Yeah, there's no following measure can be done. Nothing. Just he's captured.
Well, he can Atari and go out.
No, ladder. Ladder. Nothing.
And it even works for
Yeah. So there's just nothing. I don't know what the black is doing.
Yeah.
And
that's just done.
This trend is hurts a lot. This is trend hurts a lot. No, we at J6. I just answer, and this one I just answer. Future? Is there any future? I don't see a future. I don't get it, so I will just leave it to them. Jonas must have missed the ladder in Grand Slam with this time setting. Wait, Okay, okay, he did push here actually.
Ah, he did. Okay. And this
This
is actual game.
What happened?
yeah. This
What?
happened.
Wait. What's this? What's this?
Ah, does it come out here? At least tries very hard.
What is this move? Okay, this move doesn't look like go, but okay, let's see.
I mean,
How much does he plan to sell? He plan to sell a lot, I feel like.
So white will do what? J9?
This one?
Yeah.
I plan to do this, and he will gonna draw back here. And this Atari Sene? Or he will gonna deny this my Sene, huh? But okay, let's say white come back, connect. You push, we'll deny this one. So you're gonna do this and let it back and then back in this spot. Because white bottom is not dead. White bottom is not dead, come on.
What if I answer there? Like that buddy? Is there any
Yeah, sorry. Also this one, I run on this one. Then what? Then what? You can answer. You know, you can do anything as you want as long as you are capable to answer. Then what? Oh, you're saying he can push this one? Oh, he can push this one, huh? I'm sorry, my bad. Okay, let me think. Okay. Sorry, give me a moment. So this one, he's saying da 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 da. So I got this one. That one.
Yeah. So this is something, right?
Let me see. Okay. What's this? No, there has to be a way forward. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I don't agree. There is no way forward like this.
I mean, white shape is not the best
Not
one
perfect.
in the town,
Yeah.
So
I understand.
we might have to just give it
Okay, let's say this one. Or this. See any flaw?
What if I just do? Wait.
Yeah.
No. Okay, that doesn't work. Does it?
Tell me your proposal, please.
H10 and then just connect. No, I don't have liberties. No, you can just.
I can do anything, right?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, no. You can.
I can do anything.
Yeah, you can just do that. Yeah. H4 first.
Thank you. Sure. And then what?
That's H4, 5, but I guess they made 4 because 5 because there's no 4. So.
Yeah. But yeah, let's say here, if this one is the same.
Yeah.
If this one is basically the same.
Yeah, it is.
And unless you say this one, and then I don't care. And how can I win the bottom? I don't see it.
Okay, so there's no like.
There's no reason this one just work. It's absolutely no way. You just have to read it. You just have to read it and figure out one way to kill black. Wait. Okay. So white didn't do this. Is there any flaw? I just want to see. No, no. Is there any flaw? Show me the flaw. I just want to see what is the flaw here. I don't see it.
Anything with
It's
the
very
cut like
clean.
K10?
Yeah, to me, it's pretty clean.
There and then that and
Yeah, you can do K10 and this one. You don't answer that one.
I mean K10, not H10.
Not okay. Whatever. What?
And then I mean L10
This one, right?
is center, but yeah.
This one, I don't
Something.
care. You can capture the 5 there.
Capture the
Yeah, I mean the best you can do is this one, right? I don't care about
Yeah.
that area. You give me this much here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm net, and then you can do whatever. I mean, that's the only point to play K10, right?
I mean, I was also trying to figure out if I can have some kind of center here to like cut there, but like no, I don't have the liberties anyway to do anything on the bottom. So
Maybe we can be some dreamer or someone one with an imagination you put here first. Maybe you can try that. I don't know. But even like that, I don't see it. Because this one, how to continue? I still don't see how to continue. I mean, this kind of push to suicide is already a lot of imagination, but still I don't see it.
Yeah.
How to continue this? This is what I'm trying to say. This because this is actually based on what I know about Jonas. Jonas claim, I'm genius. I find the move and I kill you. And I read things. The fact is, he didn't. He just hope you cannot read it.
Yeah.
How can there be no way for white and it just works to black? There's no way.
So white did something else, and
white didn't play my line. Let's see what white did.
So he did this one and hoped it's in there. Yeah.
Actually, not too bad. Yeah, it works. It costs something, but it works.
Yeah, seems to work. Yeah.
Yeah, still, I have the same question. What the hell black is doing?
Yeah, this is a little bit more expensive, but yeah.
A bit more expensive, but black, white even moved here.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it was sent as well.
I'm still with white, even like this.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, this turn is a bit slow. I have to admit, this turn is a bit slow. If white has no intention on the top side, then at least make this thing done.
Yeah.
Then you don't need to turn. Let's say here on the right side, white doesn't want to turn. White prefer to actually have this jump as access. So for example, he invade if he wants to play in that area at all. He doesn't want this kind of exchange to happen. Actually, that exchange is actually a bad one. And white makes that exchange only because the corner is under pressure. So he makes this exchange. Black didn't jump. Okay.
I probably did something else.
I'm just in this exchange. If I were black, I'm pretty happy to have this exchange.
Yeah.
But let's see what the black did.
Yeah, that's it here.
Okay. Yeah, white is playing kind of like I'm bored to play against you. Yeah, actually, this move is pretty big. I need to admit earlier that S16 is very slow. Yeah, this one, this jump is definitely a bigger one than S16.
So he did that anyway. Huh?
End game. This is just end game.
And the invasion comes.
Why do I feel like he wins like this? Does he? Let me see. I think it's possible, but let's see.
Black has some territory, so
Oh, close game, right? I don't think white wins.
Yeah.
Close
Yeah,
game.
I feel like even like if white doesn't get much here, he might be losing.
White played very relaxed. Yeah, white probably enjoyed the center success, and he was laughing about black those donation, but actually it's a close game.
Yeah.
It's simply because there's so many times black deserved to be punished and white didn't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like how is it possible? Yeah, we know that cutting point. Your cutting point is my money. That's what we know. And those two cutting point is left like this and untouched, and the black say, I don't owe you anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's as simple as this. This is already unbearable. Okay, yeah, but let's see.
What?
Oh yeah, he doesn't need to answer. That's true. He doesn't need to answer. Well, actually, I'm not sure. He does need to answer in case he doesn't want to lose the 5 and let black run the 2, which in total values 15 points, a little bit more, less than 20, but white can get one more move. Yeah, but yeah, white feel like he wins. Oh,
right.
But white does have a threat, okay?
Yeah, has some threats. But so does black.
Oh, this proposal.
Okay.
Okay, count again. Okay, first is black Sunday basically. Why do you need to add a move on top right? Probably R12. And
I'm not sure about this.
I feel like white is losing now.
Yeah.
Yeah, early it was even, but now white is losing. White paid too much territory. White might feel like he wins the call, he wins the game, but no, not the case. He paid a lot of territory there.
Yeah.
But still, he needs to add a move on top right. Yeah, this move is necessary. I don't think Dushan has counted. Dushan played by how he feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you doesn't feel, I understand that he's kind of drunk now. Yeah, but that's how it feels. Black was doing something very weird to donate him 3 stones earlier at that J7 and also donate 2 stones at M5. And also here, this such a big call and white wins the call. But the fact here is he paid a huge amount of territory.
Yeah.
Let's say here, on the right side, white is the one who got bleed, let's say. Once again, it's like this. Because white, you make the right side, white is supposed not to actually have any trouble to live. And all what black did is I got this one Sunday move in which is actually a questionable Sunday because white could have just ignored that and then I just tolerate this one to happen and then I just take away more territory. This is something white could have considered. White chose to, okay, I don't want to change the border. This is white attitude because white feel like he's winning. And then those two, he put the 2 stones into this kind of situation. Even like this, I don't think white is totally dead or white is totally in trouble. For example, white can still consider some peep like this. In the game, white, however, just chose the simplest one. Probably something everyone can see. to manage this.
Mm.
Yeah, even like this, I still don't think a call is something he has to go for. Because that call, of course, solves the right side group, but the income is by solving the right side group is you capture the center stone, the center 3 stone, which itself is not too big, and you need to pay price elsewhere. So how about if this right side white have a solution to just solve it outright without call?
Yeah.
Yeah, to me, white can easily find it. So for example, here, white just start with something like this. Yeah, because he has the call threat, so I expect the black will gonna do this. Like this, to me, white can make this group live without call. Then the price doesn't have to be paid, even though white also failed to capture the 3. But the 3 is cheap. This is just an example to show how am I thinking about it. Yeah, that is also the reason. Even though white actually win the call, it looks awesome, but when this trade happens, actually white doesn't have enough. Wait, can black do this? This corner, there's nothing. There has to be something in this corner, right?
Yeah, at least clamp.
Yeah, there. To me, clamp is under. Yeah, I mean, white can do more. White can definitely do more. To me, 3/3 is evasion very likely white active.
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah, so this one good. Oh, okay, makes sense because here his reading is if this one happens, black we're gonna hunt it from this side and this one and then like this. I'm sorry, connect. So locally there's nothing, but together with this one we're gonna capture those two. Makes sense.
Right. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
So, but then what? I was
no,
thinking like black will just
can't do that.
them.
Yeah. What? Oh, really?
Shit.
Okay, what's this? Give me a moment. No, this is not right. Give me a second. This is not right. I'm gonna kill that person no matter what.
But wait, is this even anything?
What do you mean anything? Because he's saying push and the cut and then what?
Then Atari, the 3 stones.
Then it's bottom right corner, you wouldn't get anything. Then he solved the bottom right. That's his point.
Incente. True.
Yeah. That's his point. And therefore, I'm going to kill the bottom right corner no matter what. My question is, my kill bottom right corner is huge. You save your 3 stones. Yes. Can you kill my bottom?
Yeah.
I don't think how he killed the bottom. His strongest move is probably this one. I just jump. You can kill. I think white is alive, right? Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm not gonna.
No.
Well, there's a problem. Give me a sec. But if you do this, okay, this can be very interesting because here, okay, let's show something simple. This one clearly white is alive, so black wouldn't go this one, right?
Yeah.
And when this one happens, so white we're gonna go for this one. Okay, and black will try to kill this one. Atari Sunday connect, honey, white go for this one. Can black do this actually? Oh yeah, also can Sunday. Oh, actually, black can win this one, huh? Okay, I didn't expect this. Okay, give me a sec. So let me think. Black can win this one.
We can just K2 instead of J3.
No.
Yeah, no.
Wait.
Or
Connect.
no, like if you
This
Atari.
one.
There. Okay. But
Because if we capture them, it's fine, right?
yeah, true. Yeah.
Question is, do we capture them? I'm not sure because this honey is sending this one. You don't capture.
No.
Not that easy. Yeah, once again, Jonas put us into reading. Okay, no, just that's easy enough, right? In the end,
But did you say that this is killing the corner?
we have to, okay, like this, no, our task is very simple here. Black do this one, we block, capture, white leave, right? As long as white leave, here, this trade is white capture black corner, black saves, black saves 3. End of story.
Okay.
Clean up? Yeah, then, yeah, this is definitely good for white.
Yeah.
So
okay.
he starts to make trouble. He starts to make trouble. But let me see here. This one can black do like this. But that's impossible, right? How can he resist this one? It's ridiculous. There's no way, right? This one I go down. Is there anything better? If, for example, he does this, I guess we can just say, okay, bottom can die. We regain the center. You capture the bottom. I don't care. Because I kill your corner already. I can die the bottom 4. As long as we kill the corner and the bottom is a trade, we are fine. I don't see how he can kill everything outright.
Magic.
I don't see how he can. So once again, this what is this push? This push is you figure out something. Yeah, let's say here. I refuse to give you anything. Oh, actually, there is something, but I still refuse to give you anything. Let's make it complicated. Let's see if you can read it. Isn't it again like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Once again, it's similar to earlier. Those two moves, this one and this one, they are the same family. Can you read it? And he did. Yeah, Black. Actually, by playing those moves, he had made a confession. He didn't. He didn't even read it. He only know this is complicated. Let's just try it out. And then, can you read it? If the opponent can read it, he lose.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all what the white need here is to read it. And in this tournament, there is time white can read it. Question is, did white do it? But Jonas definitely didn't. Because if he did, this is suicidal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, all what white need is just to kill it, kill the corner. Can you kill my everything at bottom? And that's all. White play the honey. This might be fun as well. It's complicated though. This might be a greedy way to kill the corner. Let's see. Yeah, he's taking a similar method. That after this one, there is a trade.
This symbol. Okay.
Wait, this one he doesn't take because he worried about this one, and then we push down like this. He's unhappy.
He thought that the corner is bigger than the.
Yeah, this this one causes trouble. This one is not the best way to kill the corner. This one's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this, you clearly kill everything in the corner. This one, it did leave the opponent S2, and so there's potentially still a trade in the corner. Yeah. But still, he has to take, right? So this is, let me think. So he capture the corner, and then black take this. So in this trade, white killed the entire corner, and black killed the entire bottom by saving the 3. Yeah, this is worse than the version I have given, right? It's supposed to be white kill the entire corner, and white bottom wouldn't be killed outright.
Whose move it was in your variation?
It doesn't matter.
It's right center now.
I mean, it's not right center, but give me anything big.
Yeah, true.
You can't possibly find anything big. So the local result is everything. Yeah, so this is unacceptable. Yeah, white should have done the other way, for sure. The question is only if white has done the other way, does white win? Okay, let's see. Actually, what can black do here? Nothing, right? I really can't see what can he do. Okay, that one I know. Very likely with what happened in the game, black is ahead. My question is like this: what is the black best outcome? And like this, who wins? I will just take this version because this version, black is at least safe he himself.
Yeah, so now it's black's turn.
Yeah, but yeah, there's nothing too big, so we can probably directly count like this.
Yeah. Yeah, white is winning.
Yeah, like this one wins. Yes.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty clear. My county is what doesn't even need to call me.
Yeah. The difference is the bottom.
Yeah, let me see again. So this one. In this version, it is.
Yeah, this is black's. The tighter.
Closer. Even this version is better than the game, but yeah, this is black.
Yeah.
My number is this is better than the version in the game, but yeah, the game version is the worst.
Yeah.
This is the worst version, but yeah, what could have easily been it? Yeah, this is the cleanest version for what to lose this game. God, unbelievable. So there are 2 times black is asking, "Can you read?" And white answers, "No, I can't." It's not the bottom. Okay, Miko said the bottom shows the difference of the game. For this game, it is. I would say the 2 players, the mindset decide the game.
Yeah, of course. But the count, different versions of the count.
Yes.
So the bottom was the difference.
Yeah, maybe white is a player who is better in Go, but white is not a competitor.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you see Jonas play this kind of tiger, you know game is done. Yeah, because Jonas decide I just defend. Yeah, normally this game is done.
Yeah, only a few moves left. Yeah, and I guess White resigned.
If Jonas will gonna reach the final, it will be a huge surprise. It will be a huge surprise. I have to say, it will be a huge surprise. Yeah. This kind of performance shouldn't actually last him for too long. Because White purely lost the game because of his attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. This kind of performance makes sense if White doesn't have time. And this time is Grand Slam that both players do have time. Yeah, they cannot possibly lose out time. So yeah, White player lost just simply because of his attitude. Nothing else. Yeah, there is definitely enough time to actually make the reading done. At least at this very moment when Black push, consider the possibilities and then do the reading and counting. It will gonna take some work. I suppose 10 minutes for the next move is probably necessary. I believe they do have the 10 minutes and the work can be done at this level. You just need to do it and to make the work done. Let's say at this level, anyone can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Question is, do you do it?
Yeah. It's the question.
Yeah. Okay, here we marked A and B. Those are the two extremely interesting moments of the game, I have to say. Extremely interesting moment.
Yeah.
From here, we can actually see how Black is playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, how Jonas plays Go. Here, we can see very clearly how does he play Go. Many people say Jonas is good at reading. I repeat, he doesn't read it. He doesn't do it. His way to win is you don't.
Yeah. Yeah. Gambler.
Yeah. So as long as the opponent does read it, he's finished. That is why he can actually win some games. He can play at a certain level, but when he goes to a certain point, he stopped. Yeah.
Playing trick moves. Well, he's playing for in intuition and like just like hoping for the best.
Yeah.
Looks good.
His intuition is not too bad at all. He knows how to make it complicated. So
yeah, like B was like very good intuition. If he didn't read it through like and found that kind of move, it is annoying. Yeah.
But the problem, here this is actually the problem here. He didn't really read it, and he's just doing it and making it complicated, hoping the opponent will gonna do something bad, and then he can win the game. This is a very good way to play when you're behind. That is why we say almost, let's say when Jonas is playing Go, he is kind of imagine in every single game from the very start he's behind. Otherwise, he doesn't know how to play. Yeah, this remind me, I remember back to so many years ago when I was, that is around the time when Auntie was about to go to Japan. And Miko, I guess you probably remember that. That was the time I was actually looking around Europe to look for, let's say, the next Auntie. Yeah, and then I put, let's say, most of my effort in Germany and asked my friends, let's say, who are the talented young German young player. Yeah. The first name I have received was Jonas. Yeah. And I actually looked into a little bit, not much, I looked into a little bit. I remember very clearly, Jonas was like 2 dan something. He only has 2 dan reading. And in German, the ranking system is a little bit weird. So basically, players can promote yourself as you want, even if your rating is not there. I remember Jonas promoted himself to 4 dan when he only had 2 dan rating.
Right.
Yeah, and that actually means when he is playing in a German tournament, he only has 2 dan rating, but he plays against so many stronger players. So in many games, he was behind, clearly behind, and he need to do something crazy in order to actually come back or stand in the game. That probably that is how he fostered his current style.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah, just saying, this is something I recall from my memory about Jonas. Actually, Telegraph Go is kind of right. I'm not sure if those moves are considered as trick moves. Those moves, I'm just saying, as long as you do the work, it doesn't work. Yeah, as long as you do the necessary work yourself, his move doesn't work. Yeah, so you just have to do the work.
Yeah. Is it trick move just because it's like a little bit more complicated to read?
Yeah.
Or what's the definition of trick move?
What's the definition of trick move? Trick move, my understanding is there is one narrow path that can solve. That this kind of trick can be solved. One narrow path. So if we say A and B as trick move, I think A and B has a wider path.
Yeah, there was few solutions. Like we already solved once the B, and then the solution in the game was another one.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
They are wider because they are actually not just based on reading, also on judgment. So in a sense, they are actually easier than the trick move. Trick move, normally there's just one narrow way and it's not easy to find.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those moves, I don't think they are considered as traditional trick move. I think here Dushan doesn't have those kind of habit to do the reading, but I think if Jonas faces 2 EGF Pro, like his next round he must play against Artem, right? He play if Artem is the Artem I know who plays decent Go, I don't think Jonas can manage. I just hope Artem is a normal Artem, because Artem he's living in the Ukrainian capital in Kyiv. The situation there, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how much he's capable to concentrate, or is he there at the side already? If he's at the side, I guess it's easier. Then I bet Artem will gonna win it. Yeah.
If you know heaven and you know earth, you may make your victory complete. Trick moves doesn't exist for those in top. Nicely said.
Yeah, if Artem is at the side, I don't think that game will gonna have any stories. However, yesterday I said the same thing when Japan faced to Spain. Yeah, and earlier I said the same thing when Portugal with South Korea. Yeah.
What's the difference between trick move and just playing 9p in the way that opponent has one clean path? Playing 9p in the way that opponent has one clean path.
I don't understand that question.
You mean like just playing in a way that like your opponent can play only one trick, like narrow path to solve the game? And
I don't think that kind of game exists.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter IP or not.
Yeah, usually even if you are strong, even on a stronger level, there's usually more than one way to solve the game.
Yeah.
Even a 9p can be tricked. It's just like a long, narrow path. Yeah.
Here, Miko, we are just commenting those games. And as you can see here, I did read, but I cannot really read much because we have limited time to read here. And also at the same time, we need to actually talk to our viewers.
Yeah.
And if within this kind of limited time, with this kind of concentration, I can read it, it shouldn't be anything too difficult at this level to solve this kind of A and B at all. Yeah, this is what I'm trying to say. That is why I don't think A and B should be considered as trick move, because they are too simple.
That's for their level.
For their level. Yeah, I can read within this much time. Those moves, just by how it look like, it looks ridiculous, and that is my confidence on how can those kind of stuff work, and there has to be a way. Just by how it look like, and also this the motive is very clear. He wants you to do the obvious one to solve the local issue. Then what if I do not solve the local issue? I solve this one first, and you solve the local issue.
It's also kind of like gambling on the judgment, because like both A and B, White solved them differently that we solved them. So like his judgment on the one solution was probably different from ours, and like I don't know if it was good, better or worse than ours, but like at least like it feels like we found better ways to solve them, and it could be like those moves are like gambling on like how well you are going to judge, even if you are going to find some solution, how well you are going to judge the like situation or something like that. But stupid gamble. Anyway, yeah.
The problem is he succeeded.
Yeah, because they were complicated enough. Yeah, they were complicated enough to like mess up the game. So yeah.
Yeah, that also kind of shows. Yeah, once again, this is something we keep talking in this channel. We are in Europe. Yeah, this just shows. Yeah, our European level is not high enough.
Like when pros play often, someone has only one good line, a few moves that we could score, but guy letting it happen just made difficult situation and didn't know the opponent had that nice method. Is it a trick play? No.
Actually, if I understand.
Like, well, yeah, like Dylan said, like trick moves are usually not the best. So if 9P is playing just moves that like has narrow path to solve, they can be tricky, but I don't think that they are trick play. Trick play is usually like it has that kind of like connotation that it's a move that you didn't read yourself, or at least like if you did and you know that like know the solution and stuff like that, it's usually that it doesn't work. It's just something that you bet on, like you gamble on the opponent that he might not find the solution.
Yeah,
and,
that is considered.
And 9P playing a move that like is correct and like is a way to play and has the solution is like very narrow path. It doesn't lead total collapse of the or like even worse solution for the one who played it, the so-called trick move. So it can be like complicated and complicated and trick is a little bit different things here. So you cannot say like everything that is complicated it has is a trick move or anything like that. Yeah. Trick play is like being friend zoned. It's just is in your mental, right?
Well, okay. I guess we can probably close this game here.
Yeah.
I think here they are the two quarterfinal games the EDF channel hasn't covered, as our viewers had mentioned. I think they are two completely different level games. The Freda one is much better. Freda if Freda in the end wins this tournament, I wouldn't say there's a very big chance he wins, but he has a chance to win. I don't think we should bet on Jonas. Yeah, because that game is a decent performance.
Are there some promising players from Germany now that I can follow? Well, GoDave is one. I would say he's probably not for pro, but like at least like growing at the moment. Who are some young players that like should follow if they are coming as a
in Germany? How young do you mean young? That's the first question to be answered.
Some players that are like has chances to become a pro or something.
Not many. Not many. To be honest, not many. Yeah, I'm not looking forward for Arvid to become very strong or even become pro. Definitely not. I actually believe Martin is better than Arvid. Seriously, yeah, I think Martin is better than Arvid. So yeah, I have a student. He's young, German, and he is ambitious, but I don't want to give him pressure, so I wouldn't mention the name.
Currently, no one has chance to become pro.
That's pretty objective. That's pretty objective. I agree with Martin. As the names of people already know. As for example, 5-time plus player, nobody.
Yeah. From Germany.
Yeah, from Germany.
Yeah, from Germany. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just the reality. I guess if I have to say who has the future, the young player that is on the way to be the next pro, I guess most of the European players will gonna agree with me. That's likely Semlot.
Yeah, I was also looking at the Kösse's game at the moment. Kösse has like a lot more time than his opponent, and doing fine, I guess. Looks good for Black or Kösse.
Oh, okay. I'm not paying attention on that. Sorry.
just looking at it now. Just when we are done with that game, so.
But okay, yeah, it's 9 already. Mikko, I will actually give it back to you, and then we finish this one. We can concentrate on looking at that game.
Still young or not as 22-year-old? Yeah,
that's young.
That's young.
That is young. Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are still having a stream next week, on next Friday.
Yeah.
And yeah, after that I'm going to my parents, so then it will be a Christmas break, and then I will be back like next year. So
yeah,
one stream before Christmas. And yeah, I hope Kösse is playing well there, and next week we could see his games from like how he became a Finnish paved way to Finnish championship finals, but I don't know if that will gonna happen.
Anyway. Excuse me.
Anyway, YouTube, as always, is the place where you can find the compilations and previous streams, and then Discord is the place where we tell if you are going to stream or not. NGD, is there going to be a lecture? At least there was 1 week ago, so I guess in 1 week there.
Yes, I just have to check. Sorry, just a moment. So after I check, I can probably update to our viewers what's going on.
But yeah, check out the website also, nordicgodojo.eu. There's articles about Go written by Antti and some others, I guess, occasionally. And it's a league that has has games that you can play like as many as you want, I guess, and pay as much as you want, participate. And then you will be your games will be reviewed by Antti and Jeff and other teachers from NGD. You can check more info on nordicgodojo.eu. And yeah, follow the channel so you'll get the free lectures that are like every other week.
If I remember correctly, the next lecture should be next Saturday.
Yeah, so not this Saturday.
No,
yeah.
Not this Saturday. It should be next Saturday, and should be Oscar. We're gonna take it. I have to check though later. It should be Oscar.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that
right?
All?
Yeah, that's all, I guess.
Okay.
I shouldn't have discussed your game on when I'm.
I see. Yeah.
it's getting interesting, but yeah, let's see who is live, and then we can go and follow the Gus's game or whatever.
Yeah. Sure.
There is only channels with 1 viewer. Which one we will be pick? There's English, French, English.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm also looking at the game, so the game is such a distraction. Give me a sec.
There's Clossius, and why is he starting just now? I guess he is. Yeah, only 4 minutes in. So
league reviews, okay?
So yeah, let's go there.
Yeah, let's go there.
He will have more than one viewer for sure, because he's
yeah.
So
sure.
Probably many people will go there anyway. So let's go there, and we see you guys in 1 week, and that will be the last one before the Christmas. So see you in 1 week. Bye bye.
Yeah. Bye.